What's up, guys? WF Colonel 56 coming at you, and what I want to talk about is something called that I would like to call the super juke. Um, First and foremost, what it is you're juking into the gap. Usually it's best off of plays like just go into the bunch, HB slash, and plays like that. I think there's another one in strong. Stretch. You can use it from stretch plays. HB blasts, some power O's, you can do it, just some plays like that. Pretty much you can use it with almost any type of back, but I've using my Falcons, I like it with Michael Turner or my man Jaquiz Rogers. Jaquiz, if you don't know, he's really good juke. He has really good acceleration, 97 acceleration, I believe. He has a low top speed. His top speed is like 84, but his acceleration is great. Um, I know that's like a bad showing, but I'm just gonna run plays, and pretty much the thought behind this is it's an a C gap run pretty much, but you can take it outside, you could take it inside. Runs like that. If you see an opening on the inside, juke inside, or if it is like here where you see it, your outside lane is cut off because he's contained outside, juke up to get as much positive yardage as you can. That's pretty much what it is. And people like Jaquiz, he'll be able to like sometimes slide in for extra yardage. Or people like Michael Turner can push the gap. I know this is a horrible showing of it, but this is what they're giving me to run off of for a defense. So really isn't too much of an option. I'm just doing random play. But I call it the super juke. And I think that's probably the best showing of it that I have so far. And what it is you see a gap, the cut explodes you into the gap. If you have a guy that has good juke or a very good acceleration, it's almost like I wouldn't say a speed burst, but something like that, if you catch where I'm going with it. And people like Michael Turner, who doesn't necessarily have good speed burst, who doesn't necessarily have good top speed or a high acceleration or stuff like that, or even high juke. What it does for him is it gets him going north and south immediately so you can get those fall forward animations. Um, I'm gonna run it like 3 more times. Again, this is random defense. And see, that's a good showing right there. Not only can you like juke into the gap, but you can juke back. You see the overflowing defensive look, and then the cut back is just so dynamic. You can get you can get versus the right defensive look, you can get 10 yards pretty easily. I won't say pretty easily, but you know what I'm trying to say. Again, I wouldn't even run the ball versus this look since it's so heavily, pressed up against. But I was able to get 5 yards off of it from the super juke. Again, this is probably old news to a few people, but it's just something. And another thing, with people with high juke and stuff like that, they will actually juke out other people. Like, it isn't just like I'm a power step into the gap. It's that I'm a juke you at the same time sometimes. Let's just take this last run for an example. I don't know if it happened here, but let's just say a DN came free. Let's just say he came free. Sometimes if you juke, he gets a little the little stutter step animation where he's lost, where he's just about to fall down. He'll get that from the power juke, and it somewhat eliminates him. It eliminates him from the play. And this is a good showing of the power juke, of the probably the perfect scenario of it. I see the gap, I juke into the gap. At the same time, this player, um, let's see if I can find him. This player right here, no, he got juked out. That's a good example of the juke. But this player right there, he broke the block, and he wasn't able to do anything from it. And my lineman who let the block up, he picked up another person. That's probably the perfect example of the super juke. There's a guy that got juked out. Hold up, did he get juked? Yeah, he got juked out. And at the same time, he was able to get leveled by my lineman. I'm gonna run it 2 more times. Again, I probably wouldn't run it versus this front right here. So pretty good gain on the last run. Again, I probably wouldn't run it versus this front because it's stacked for the most part. The numbers are set up for them to win, but I was able to churn out, 3, 4 yards. So that's just the breakdown of the super juke. And again, you could run it from, I'm using the Carolina book, but you can use it from every single playbook. Look for plays with like HB slash. Hopefully you can see it. It's like look at the play art. Type of plays like that where you can kick it outside or inside or whatever you want to do, where you have an option. And the thing is, like, you could string it. I'm just gonna run it just wide this time. You could string it outside wide and juke up. It works. And of course you're gonna use it from shifty backs to power backs. Pretty much almost anybody. Another good run is HB sprint from single back ace. Zone weak, HB zone weak. Inside zone, blast, power O. It works decently versus power O. Let me see stretch. I remember doing it somewhat good from stretch. This is Mike Turner. I probably put a shifty back in here for this, but this is Mike Turner. He isn't doing it so well. Again, since it's a stretch play, probably a shifty or back would do better. But you saw what happened here is I saw a gap, one get north-south. I juked. He's able to get these fall forward animations. I'll run it one more time. That just was horrible. That was just horrible right there. But yeah, that's a super juke. You can use it versus. Well, you can use a variety of different running backs. So, WF Colonel 56. I'm out.